The October 18, 2025 City Council meeting. Mayor, can you lead us in the flag salute?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, please.
Clark?
Here.
Evans? Here. Lartenda?
Here.
Light?
Here.
Councilwoman Parker will be absent. Sykes?
Here.
DeRose?
Here. This is to advise that certain advance notice has been given to the date, time, location, and to the extent known the agenda of this meeting, in accordance with the provision of the Open Public Meeting Act. And notice of this meeting has been posted prominently at the bulletin board in the municipal complex lobby, on the city's website, and communicated through the newspaper designated by the governing body. This is to further advise that this meeting is being recorded electronically and can be viewed on the city's website at abseconnj.gov. Regular meeting agenda, 2025 ordinances for introduction. 15, amending chapter 330 to designate a multi-way stop intersection at certain intersections. May I hear a motion?
Motion.
Second.
Does anybody have any questions? Roll call, please.
Clark?
Yes.
Evans? Yes. Lartenda?
Yes.
Light?
Yes.
Sykes?
Yes.
DeRose?
Yes. This ordinance will be posted, laid over, and published according to law. A public hearing, second and final reading will be held on November 6th, 2025. 16, amending the code of the City of Absecon, Chapter 35, Fire Department, Article 2, 35-12, definitions. May I hear a motion?
Motion. Second.
Discussion. This is essentially just changing the percentage of what constitutes a full-time volunteer firefighter in the City of Absecon. We're changing the percentage to be more in line with the national average. Roll call, please.
Clark?
Yes.
Evans? Yes. Lartenda?
Abstain.
Light?
Yes.
Sykes?
Yes.
DeRose?
Yes. This ordinance will be posted, laid over, and published according to law. A public hearing, second and final reading will be held on November 6th, 2025. Ordinances for adoption. 13, an ordinance establishing salary ranges for the City of Absecon. Do I hear a motion for the second reading of this ordinance?
Motion. Second.
Roll call, please.
Clark?
Yes.
Evans? Yes. Lartenda?
Yes.
Light?
Yes.
Sykes?
Yes.
DeRose?
Yes. Ordinance 13-2025, an ordinance establishing salary ranges for the City of Absecon. May I hear a motion to open this meeting to the public for comment or discussion on this ordinance only?
Motion. Second.
All in favor?
Aye. Aye.
Opposed? Would anybody from the public like to speak on this specific ordinance? May I hear a motion to close the public portion?
Motion. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? May I hear a motion for the final reading and adoption of ordinance 13-2025?
Motion. Second.
Roll call, please.
Clark?
Yes.
Evans? Yes. Lartenda?
Yes.
Light?
Yes.
Sykes?
Yes.
DeRose?
Yes. Ordinance 13-2025, an ordinance establishing salary ranges for the City of Absecon. This ordinance has been heard and is finally approved. Ordinance 2025 ordinance number 14, bond ordinance providing for 2024 road improvement program, appropriating $1 million therefore and authorizing the issuance of $950,000 bonds or notes of the city to finance part of the cost thereof. Do I hear a motion for the second reading of this ordinance?
Motion. Second.
Roll call, please.
Clark?
Yes.
Evans? Yes. Lartenda?
Yes.
Light?
Yes.
Sykes?
Yes.
DeRose?
Yes. Ordinance 14-2025, bond ordinance providing for the 2024 road improvement program, appropriating $1 million therefore, and authorizing the issuance of $950,000 bonds or notes of the city to finance part of the cost thereof. May I hear a motion to open this meeting to the public for comment or discussion on this ordinance only?
Motion. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Would anybody from the public like to speak on this matter? May I hear a motion to close the public portion?
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? May I hear a motion for the final reading and adoption of ordinance 14-2025?
Motion. Motion.
I need a second.
Alex? Second.
Roll call, please.
Clark?
Yes.
Evans?
Yes.
Larotunda?
Yes.
Light?
Yes.
Sykes?
Yes.
DeRose?
Yes. Ordinance 13, 2025, bond ordinance providing for the 2024 road improvement program, appropriating $1 million therefore, and authorizing the issuance of $950,000 bonds or notes of the city to finance part of the cost thereof. This ordinance has been heard and is finally approved.
14, 2020.
14, 2025, yes. I got to correct it up here, too. 14, 2025. Okay, resolution out of consent. We have to do this in two steps. Resolution 187, which is authorizing the city of Absecon to award a contract for the 2025 road program. John, do you want to?
Yeah, so just quickly. So typically, as I'm sure all of you know, Open Public Meetings Act would typically require you guys to publish a copy of your agenda to the extent that it's known at least 48 hours in advance of the meeting, right? That was done here, but the two resolutions that we're looking to act on out of consent, 187 and 188, weren't included in the 48-hour notice, and the reason for that was there was some internal discussion going on as to whether or not we could actually introduce those and act on them tonight. We didn't get the consensus on that until earlier today, so given the fact that we did have that prior to the meeting and the fact that they're of urgency and importance to the city of Absecon, we can act on them tonight pursuant to the Open Public Meetings Act as long as the 75% or 3/4 of the membership present is agreeable to proceeding tonight with acting on those two things. So we'll need to conduct first a roll call vote to see if there is at least 3/4 of you that wish to have these added to the agenda. In the event that you do, you can then act on each of them as well. So with that, we need a roll call first.
Let's do a roll call.
Okay.
Roll call to introduce. To add to the
Add.
agenda, yes.
Correct.
Clark?
Yes.
Evans?
Yes.
Larotunda?
Yes.
Light?
Yes.
Sykes?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
So now I can just proceed forward.
You can.
Item 187, authorizing the city of Absecon to award a contract for the 2025 road program. May I hear a motion to move resolution number 187-2025?
Motion.
Motion. Second.
Roll call, please.
Clark?
Yes.
Evans?
Yes.
Larotunda?
Yes.
Light?
Yes.
Sykes?
Yes.
DeRose?
Yes. 188, authorizing the city of Absecon to award a contract for the 2025 New Jersey DOT reconstruction at Delaware Avenue project. May I hear a motion to move resolution number 188-2025?
Motion. Second.
Roll call, please.
Clark?
Yes.
Evans?
Yes.
Larotunda?
Yes.
Light?
Sorry. I jumped the gun, sorry.
That's really funny.
Still yes? Sykes?
Yes.
DeRose?
Yes.
Tommy's face.
Consent agenda. All matters listed under item consent agenda are considered to be routine by the city council and will be enacted in one motion in the form listed. There will be no separate discussion of these items. If discussion is desired, that item will be removed from the consent agenda and will be discussed separately. We are pulling, just for everyone's edification, we are pulling 182, appointing a zoning official part-time for the city of Absecon. That is being removed from this consent agenda. 177, authorizing the tax collector to prorate and cancel property taxes for the third and fourth quarter of 2025 and cancel the preliminary for 2026 on the properties listed. 178, authorizing the tax collector to prorate, cancel, and refund the property taxes for 77 days of the third quarter of 2025 and cancel fourth quarter 2025 and preliminary of 2026. 179, authorizing to cancel the property taxes for the first and second quarter of 2026 on the property located at 1109 New York Avenue, Block 45, Lot 7. 180, authorizing a refund of an overpayment of taxes for the property located at 637 Wheeler Lane, Block 96, Lot 26. 181, authorizing the increase of resolution number 161-2025 by $1,666.22 to purchase one 2025 Ford F-550 cab and chassis crew cab. 183, authorizing to enter into a contract with Remington and Vernon Engineers for planning and design services for Epsecan Estates drainage improvements. 184, authorizing to enter into contract with Remington and Vernon Engineers for planning and design services for Hobart Avenue drainage improvements. 185, authorizing the payout of accumulated time for an employee who retired from the City of Epsecan during the year 2025. 186, an amended resolution of the City Council of the City of Epsecan authorizing the sale of certain land-owned lands. Wow, that is city-owned lands. Agenda items only. Do I hear a motion to open the meeting to the public?
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Would anybody from the public like to speak on these agenda items only? Do I hear a motion to close the meeting to the public?
Motion. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? May I hear a motion to move this consent agenda?
Motion.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Clark.
Yes.
Evans. Yes. Laratunda.
Yes.
White.
Yes.
Sykes.
Yes.
Zeros.
Yes. Approval of the bill list, $1,147,503.16. May I hear a motion to accept the bill list?
Motion.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Clark.
Yes.
Evans. Yes. Laratunda.
Yes.
White.
Yes.
Sykes.
Yes.
Zeros.
Yes. Approval of the minutes, regular meeting minutes 10/2/2025. May I hear a motion to accept these minutes?
Motion. Second.
Roll call, please.
Clark.
Yes.
Evans. Yes. Laratunda.
Abstain?
White.
Yes.
Sykes.
Yes.
Zeros.
Yes. Council committee reports, we can start with Nick.
Just wanted to give everybody an update. Red Oak Dispensary is going to be having their grand opening on November 1st at, give me one moment here, at noon. They're going to have food trucks and a live band, and all are welcome to join. And looks like Wendy's is making some progress at the redevelopment site, so looking forward to that opening up its doors in the coming week. So should open quickly.
Thank you, sir.
That is it.
Mike?
Parks and Rec, we have not met yet. We're going to meet actually next week on Tuesday at 7 p.m. Just some things to discuss coming up with a lot of things that we got in the near future with the parks, as well as just a reminder that we have trunk or treat tomorrow. I believe it starts 6 a.m. with the hayride. 6:30 to 8 o'clock is going to be all of the, I'm sorry, p.m. What did I say, a.m.? Sorry, yeah, don't show up then. So 6 p.m. With the hayrides and the food trucks in the back. 6:30 to 8 p.m. would be the actual trunk or treat, so we hope everybody can make it out.
Thank you, sir. Captain, you got anything public safety-wise?
Just to piggyback on that would just be Haunted Hallways, which is with the trunk or treat event at 6:30 p.m. as well.
Excellent, thank you, sir. Councilwoman Evans?
Community Affairs has not met since the last meeting, but we are having a Halloween decoration contest. So feel free to decorate your home. We will have volunteers that are coming around in order to judge them, and there will be prizes for second and third prize. Other than that, we meet the first of next month, first Thursday next month.
Thank you.
Finance met earlier today, and we went over a couple things. Our first thing is we looked at some planning for 2026. We're trying to get ahead of it, so we are starting stuff in October, which is great. So we asked for budget requests to all departments that are due back on 11/7. We will also meet with all departments, myself and finance team, in December. And we are currently on a spending freeze. All purchases must be approved by the township administrator, which is something new that we implemented this year to try to keep things in line to make us better suited going forward next year.
Thank you, sir. Steve?
Thank you, Mr. President. We met this month on the 6th at 5 o'clock. I was unable to attend, but I can make comments as I was updated by my team. As always, I'd like to thank Public Works for the outstanding job that they always do, and I'll never stop saying thank you. Some of the items that we went over is stop signs.
speed humps, and actually looking to do a citywide survey and just kind of nailing down some of the street lights that are not working, some of the areas that could actually use improved lighting, so we're working on that. And then I've also received several phone calls from residents with questions and concerns on the repaving of Ohio Avenue, as some of the utility companies have been ongoing doing replacement and repairs. So I had one particular resident ask me again what status where they're repaving in front of their house. There was a water line, fire hydrant was all replaced, as well as the curbing was removed. So there was just questioning in anticipation that maybe that could be resolved, or at least an answer before they repave it, as the new paving is going to go up and meet a temporary patch curb. So I already reached out to our engineering staff, so they were working on getting us an answer, as well as there are two other residents in the past, I didn't mention it out loud, but I will tonight, is coming out of Atlantic City on Route 30, there's the actual lighting on Route 30 has been out. I don't know if they lost, I'm an electrician, I don't know if they lost a feed, I don't know what it is, and that comes into the Absecon border. So I had one concerned resident had asked, how long is that going to be out? It's been out for months now for also public safety. So that's all that I have. We meet the 3rd of November. The public is welcome, so we meet the 3rd of November at 5 o'clock here. Thank you.
Thank you. I'd just like to commend Carrie, John, Ed, and Jessica. A lot of moving parts, and we were able to accomplish a lot on behalf of the city of Absecon in a very, very condensed time frame. So thank you to the four of you for your attention through this. And, Kristen as well, yes. I was just doing the people in the room. But it was a major team lift, and I appreciate everybody dropping what they were doing so that we could get this done. And I think the taxpayers of Absecon are very appreciative that we were able to get this done before the cold season starts. So thank you all. Mayor.
Thank you, Council President. Guess we can all say wow. That was quite a weekend worth of flooding and rain. A few comments on that. Number one, we have to be a little more cognizant. The roadblocks, when there's a roadblock says road closed, it truly means road closed. The amount of people, myself, Captain Mazur, and I were out there watching the road, driving through the floods. Please don't drive through the floods. You're doing forever damage to your vehicle, and it's a miracle if any of you make it through. I would like to commend our PD for being out there with the barricades, the cones, and making sure that nobody was driving through our flooded waters. Again, Captain Mazur, our number 2 guy in the police department's out there moving cones, observing the traffic with myself. Thank you guys very, very much for all the great work you do. And the next thing is, I'm not sure if our administrator is going to speak about this, the Mayoral Homeless Task Force in the month of November will be doing a sock and canned good drive. We will have bins here in City Hall where you can drop off new socks, canned goods, sealed within the expiration date. I would ask, there's a flyer that Jessica will send. If anybody watching, anybody sitting here would share on social media to get the word out, that would be excellent. I'm sure, speaking of the floods, maybe Mr. Dennis will have something in his engineer's report, maybe some good news, maybe some great news, I don't know.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Clerk's report, please.
We want good news. Jesus, Ed.
It's a Netflix drama. Go ahead.
These are the monthly reports for September. The municipal court was $10,459.04. Clerk's office was $2,265. Construction office was $10,719, and the tax office was $503,090.49.
Thank you, Carrie. Administrative report.
We have leaf pickup beginning on November the 3rd. Because of the storm, we've had a lot of people putting their leaves and yard waste out at the curb already, but we will not start picking up until November 3rd. So prior to that date, if you could please use proper waste receptacles. We have recycling coordinator Stan Colby heading around trying to reach out to residents about that. We also have a shredding event coming up on November 22nd. It's from 9 to 12. We're looking for community cleanup volunteers, so if anyone's interested in volunteering, if they could reach out to Stan Colby in Recycling or myself, and we'd be happy to get some people together. And as it gets darker, we've been having a lot of residents reach out about street light outages. You can report them directly at AtlanticCityElectric.com. If you need assistance, we'd be happy to help.
Excellent, thank you. Thank you. Engineer report?
Okay, so just to close the loop on a good discussion we had at the last council meeting and then at the Public Works Committee, we introduced an ordinance tonight for the four-way stops. I just want to read off the locations where those four-way stops would be located. This was recommended by the Public Works Committee. We talked about it at the last council meeting, the process we need to follow, and this is the end result of that process. So we're looking at four-way stops at Bayview Drive and Hobart Avenue, Coolidge Avenue and Oakhurst Avenue, Highland Boulevard and Blenheim Avenue, and New York Avenue and 15th Street. So obviously we need to adopt the ordinance first. I spoke with Lloyd about getting the actual signage and striping done. We're going to talk to our road program contractor. They might be able to get it done quicker. And so we'll take a look at that and hopefully have those up shortly after the ordinance is adopted. The road program in Delaware Avenue were awarded, so we'll get those projects moving into construction. There were a couple of items on the consent agenda for the way that they were worded is to enter into contracts with my firm for a couple drainage projects. What those really are grant applications. Think about them that way. We have to enter into a contract before we can apply for the grant. This is the I-Bank funding I've been referring to throughout the year. The city qualifies for up to $2 million in planning and design funding as a grant. These are two projects that we're going to be applying for. There will be a third coming up probably on the next agenda. These are big projects that have been on our list but are just too big to really attack, and this is an opportunity for us to finally get at least the engineering done. And then you will also see at future meetings, there's another pot of money that pays for construction, and the city qualifies for an additional $2 million per year, at least for the next 2 years, for drainage projects and sanitary sewer projects. So really good timing to get these projects, finally into design and hopefully into construction over the next couple of years. So exciting stuff. And then last but not least, we had a meeting last week with the county engineer's office, the county administrator, the mayor attended, regarding Shore Road. Prior to that, we submitted a final plan and specification package to the county engineer's office, and I'm pleased to report that the county engineer had one sole comment on one item, and he was going to get us his final recommendation on that item by the end of this week. He just sent it to me on my drive here, so I haven't looked at it yet. But once we take a look at that item and incorporate that into the plans are done. What will happen next is there will be a update to the interlocal agreement between the city and the county, so that'll be coming up on one of the upcoming agendas, and we have a verbal schedule of bidding the project in November, receiving bids in November, and then it would be a county contract, so it would be with the County Board of Commissioners, and they would need to award that contract at one of their meetings. But we are finally at a point where we're ready to bid this project. And then...
Can you say what the project is, Ed?
Sure. So the project is in the onshore road in the area of Ohio Avenue, and it is to raise Shore Road, I would say anywhere from a foot to 2 feet in various areas. Shore Road will become it will go from being one of our lowest sliding roads to probably one of our more passable roads during a flood event, which is hard to even fathom, having dealt with all the closures we've dealt with over there over all these years. So it's a really exciting project. In addition to that, that's the main thrust of it. There's a ton of drainage work that has to get done because of the changes we're making to the elevations. So what residents should expect is over the winter, you will see a lot of pipe work happening, and you'll be wondering, when are they raising the road? That'll happen in the spring. So they're going to put the pipe work in, they'll allow trenches to settle over the winter, and then, as the weather gets a little warmer, that's when you'll start to see the road to get built up and raised. So
Our county commissioners I'm sorry.
I just want to say that what we're talking about right now, we and every person in the city of Absecon has been told for almost 20 years, it can't be done. Ladies and gentlemen, it can be done, and it will be done. So kudos to every single one of you, professionals, everybody, that refuse to take no, and that's just the way it is, for an answer. And I just want to congratulate every person in this room, because I know every resident in the city has been told that it's impossible, but it's not impossible if you refuse to quit. So kudos to this governing body, our professionals, Ed, your team, and everybody. So, and the county and the state. This is not an absecon thing. This is everybody come together and work towards the right goal. So I'm extremely proud and honored of this governing body and the county for doing something that everybody's been told is impossible. So congratulations to everybody. What'd you have, Mayor?
Very quickly, in the meeting, the county administrator was, his goal, and I'm not going to hold him to it, was the commissioners meeting for the awarding of the bid, either the 2nd of December or the 16th of December, which puts us on a great timeline to do exactly what Ed said. That's it.
That's awesome.
Thank
you, Ed.
I'd like to ask you something, Ed. Sure. Please, I know a couple years ago, the New Jersey State DOT had mentioned something about Route 9, and they were saying that at some point down the line, they were going to do some improvements on Route 9. Don't hold me to it, from Summers Point to whatever, Route 30. I made a suggestion or a recommendation that we reach out to them because they redid the bridge. Obviously, the bases of both of those, if the base, I'm not an engineer, if that base was expanded a little bit more, it would be passable. So I know, it might be a request that might take some time, several years, but I think that really this day and age, this whole town shouldn't be completely shut down where every artery, knowing that bridge, all the hard work was done at that bridge. So again, if that base of Route 9, in my mind, if it was expanded out, it would be more passable than it flooding at the base. So it's out of our control, but if we could get on a list with New Jersey DOT, to have that put on their list when they're already scheduled to do some improvements, I think that would be great for our community.
I'll follow up with DOT.
Thank you.
Yep.
Hey, can I ask one question? Flashing yellow on Jersey Avenue?
You were going to ask that question. It's the one I don't have an answer to. I tried to get an update before I got here, but I don't have an update. I know we were waiting for a county road opening permit, and I think that's still where we are. So.
Yeah, anything else, Ed?
That's it.
Anybody else on council, anything? Do I hear a motion to open this meeting to the public?
Motion? Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? If anybody from the public like to speak on anything at all, please just come up, state your name and your address. Don't knock me over all at once, guys. Going once, going twice. Do I hear a motion to close this meeting to the public?
Motion?
Second. All in Aye. Opposed? May I hear a motion to adjourn this meeting?
Motion. Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Meeting adjourned. Thank you, everybody, for coming tonight.